Hi traders, I've been testing the Evening Scalper Expert Advisor for 4 months now. This is my own personal account trading the Evening Scalper Pro. This account started on the 2nd of Feb and that was 4 months ago. This account started off at $150 and right now it is up $19, which is about 12%. This is actually an old account that I've reused, so which is why I had to cut off the starting point. And when you do that, FX Blue doesn't really like it. It sort of stuffs around with the statistics. But anyway, let's look at what we've got so far. We've got a 77% win rate and an average result of $44. The average win is slightly lower than the average loss, $1.04 versus $1.56. However, with the high win factor, we still have a positive expectancy. This is the vendor's live My FX Book account. This one is triple ticked, so it's got double verified, and this one is linked to her live account showing her open trades right now. And she has been running this robot on this account for about 1.5 years now, and this one also started off at $150 and is up at $235 or 144%. The vendor statistics are very similar to mine. She's got $1.17 as her average win and average loss is $1.46, so her wins are slightly higher than mine. Her win factor of 68 and 74%, that is similar to mine as well. And the vendor does share her open trades. Similar to mine, there is no open trades at the moment, but she also does share her lot sizing in every single trade that has been executed. Today is June, and you can see the latest trade she's taken of 0.01 lot size. If we sort the close date to have the oldest first, you can see that the vendor was more aggressive, initially starting at 0.02, and she's become more conservative, trading at 0.01, despite the fact that the account has grown. So just be mindful of that. If you are increasing your lot sizing as your account increasing, that's why her returns are lower recently, because she has decreased her risk settings. And if we look at the returns per month, you can see when she first kicked off the Expert Advisor, it was very, very aggressive, returning 28% in the first month. But as you can see, as time has gone on, she has decreased her returns quite significantly, and more recently we're looking at between 1 to 2% per month. This is the user dashboard that all users get when they buy the Evening Scalper Pro, and there is also a dedicated Telegram channel for this Expert Advisor, as there is with all Valery's other Expert Advisors, and I do recommend you join that, because sometimes Valery does turn off her EAs during high impact news, and I want to have similar results to her, so I keep an eye out for that when she does turn off her EAs. And this robot does come in MT4 and MT5 version, and you get 10 licenses that you can activate for each EA that you have in this section here. And the guide is fairly long and very detailed. It goes through every single aspect of the Expert Advisor, so if you have any questions, you can refer to the guide. In the My FX Book section, you will find the public links to her My FX Book accounts. The Evening Scalper Pro has 2 different My FX Book accounts. She's got the best pairs and all pairs. I showed you the best pairs earlier, and down here you see this link, download signal set. That is the exact settings that Valery is using for her personal My FX Book account. So you can have the same set files as hers if you wanted to have the similar results. The profit calculator is a really cool tool for setting expectations. Let's say I have a $10,000 account and I want to have the Expert Advisor on high risk settings. In 24 months, this is the expected profit that she has calculated based on historical data, and the drawdowns of 18%. If that is too high for your personal risk appetite, then you can change it to a low risk setting where the drawdown is more manageable at 7.21%, and that is the calculated total profits over a 2-year period. If we're looking at a 12-month period on a low risk setting, that is the potential profit that we're looking at. There are 4 VPS providers that Valery recommends, and the first one, the Valery VPS, you get 6 months of this one for free when you buy an expert advisor from Valery. I do have this one as well. This one is a 2-core 2 gigabytes of RAM VPS, so a small one, but it is enough for me to run all the expert advisors from Valery, plus a few more MT4 terminals as well, and I will be going through that one in just a minute. Another provider that she also recommends is Contabo. Now Contabo is very cheap, but I do need to warn you that occasionally they do restart their terminal. I've been using them a few months now. I've seen them restart it twice, and a few years ago I used them again as well, and in the few months I did use it, they restarted it twice as well. So do keep an eye out for this one. You do get what you pay for, being how cheap it is. Just make sure it is linked to FX Blue. So when you notice that hasn't been updated in a few minutes, jump on in and restart your Contabo VPS. As I mentioned before, this is the free VPS you get for 6 months when you buy an expert advisor. And let me show you the task manager. You can see that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 EAs running on this one. And from a CPU perspective, it's a fairly low CPU usage, generally hovering between the 10 to 20%, and memory is a little bit high at 64%. So I wouldn't have any more MT4 terminals running on this particular VPS, but it is enough to have all of Valery's EAs running for here. Let me find my MT4 terminal, which is running the Evening Scalper. You can see I've got the Waka Waka on a different account. Yep, this one is the Evening Scalper. This is on a real account. Then the balance is exactly what I showed you before of $169. If you found the content in this video useful so far and you like my analytical style to robot trading, please hit that like button so I know that this is the kind of content that you want to see. There are currently no open trades for my account, and you can see the EA talks directly to the internet to grab the latest high impact news, because you can have a news filter on to avoid trading during the news. And the settings I've got here at fixed lots of 0.01 lot size, because this particular account is reasonably small. The rest of the settings I have grabbed directly from the FX book link that you can see on the user dashboard. And you can see here the 4 currencies that the expert advisor trades: the Euro New Zealand, Euro Aussie, Aussie New Zealand, and New Zealand Canadian. And scrolling down, I don't know what half of these settings are, because it's just whatever was default provided by Valery. There is some settings here for FTMO. If you wanted to attempt the FTMO, you can control the drawdowns with this particular EA, and the manual goes through all these fields right here. And we take at all the trades. You can see from a lot sizing perspective, they are all 0.01. So there is absolutely no martingale with this. Every single trade, if I scroll down, is 0.01 lot size. The EA does run on the 5-minute time frame, but I'm going to show you some trades on the 4-hour time frame. You can see exactly what it looks like. You can see there is absolutely no grid. Every single trade is on its own. And I started this EA in early Feb. So you can see here is a buy trade, and it hit profit reasonably quickly. You can see the size of the take profit versus the size of the stop loss. The stop loss is significantly larger than the take profit. See the sell trade here, the stop loss up here was not hit. Let's take a look, see if we can find one that was hit the stop loss. This one, a sell trade right at the top of the trend, and a hit take profit right there. They all look like here. This is one that almost hit almost hit stop loss. It didn't quite hit it. The EA closed it out right about there. I have not been meddling with this EA at all. Every single trade has been taken by the expert advisor, not by myself. That one hit take profit. That one hit take profit. You can see there are gaps where the EA does trade. So sometimes if the market's not quite right, you might see no trades. Take profit, take profit, take profit. Take profit, take profit. So I saw one loss. The rest on the Euro New Zealand have been take profits in the past 4 months. Now to the New Zealand CAD, same deal here. We can see small take profits and large stop losses. This one actually here looks like a loss. This sell trade and the price went up. Instead of hitting the stop loss, it went out with a small loss. So there is some smarts to get out, not just waiting for the stop loss or take profit to be hit. Every other trade I can see either hit take profit or was closed out with a small loss. I can't see any ones hitting stop loss. This one is another one where it took a sell trade and the price went up, but it closed before the stop loss was hit. So New Zealand CAD over the past 4 months, no stop losses have been hit. The Euro Aussie, the first trade I can see was way back in Feb, and for a long time it didn't trade because the market conditions weren't right. The next trade was in April, so quite a few months between trades potentially. So all up was 4 trades in the past 4 months. Recently there haven't been any trades in the Euro Aussie. Last of all, the Aussie New Zealand on the 4-hour time frame. This sell trade took a small loss here and didn't take profit. Everything else I can see looks like profitable trades. A large time period there where there were no trades. So it has been trading a little bit more than the previous currency. And more recently in the past month, there has been 4 trades for the Aussie New Zealand. Now, the account that I have shown you is my small public live account where I don't mess with the money management and I don't transfer money in and out 1 billion times. With my other private accounts, I am always transferring money in and out. I have multiple expert advisors. I'm playing around with the lot sizing, but that's not something I want to share because it will confuse you. That's why for this one, it is a relatively small account just to show you how the EA can trade and potentially from a lot sizing perspective, if you were trading $150, potentially this is what the returns would have been. I do get a lot of questions and comments about, wow, 12% too aggressive. For other people, whoa, 12% too conservative. So do you know you can adjust it according to your own personal risk appetite? For example, I am trading 0.01 lot size on a $150 account, which has given me 12% in 4 months. If you have more than $150, which is highly likely, then you just multiply the lot sizing. For example, here, if you want to take the same risk that I've got and you have a $1,500 account, you just multiply it by 10 to get 0.1 lot size. If you find that 12% in 4 months is too risky for your personal risk appetite, then you can always decrease the lots. For example, here you can trade 0.05 lots for a 1,500 account. Or if you have a bigger risk appetite than me and you want to have a bigger returns and potentially bigger drawdowns, you just increase the lot size depending on your account. This is the marketing page for the Evening Scalper Pro, and I will post a link to this page in the description below. There is a 14-day free trial you can get by clicking this button here, but the EA does not trade that often. It tries to time the markets quite precisely, which is why it has a reasonably high win rate. So if you download it and trade for 2 weeks, you might not see that many trades. There are 2 options to buy this expert advisor. You can buy it from this website here, which is $200 cheaper than if you went and bought it off the MQL4 website. And there is a money back guarantee, so if you buy it and you don't like the returns, you can get your money back within 30 days. I am a totally random, crazy person on the internet with absolutely no credibility, so you shouldn't believe anything I say. Always do your own testing, research, and analysis. The returns on the Evening Scalper Expert Advisor is pretty good, but if you're looking for something smoother with a high risk and higher return, check out this video right here, which is my review on the Waka Waka Expert Advisor by the same provider. I'll see you in that video. Bye.